Most people think arguments are about facts. They're not. They're about frames. A frame is the story wrapped around the facts. It tells the audience what something is before anyone has time to verify anything. And once the frame lands first, it becomes the battlefield everyone else is forced to fight on. That's Law 1. The frame defines the war, because the frame decides what counts as evidence, who gets empathy, and who gets judged. It assigns roles fast: hero, villain, victim. And once those roles are assigned, new information doesn't get evaluated neutrally. It gets interpreted to protect the roles people already accepted. You see this everywhere. Let's start with the meme trap. When a post says, "Obama deported millions and bombed countries, where was your outrage then?" That last line isn't curiosity, it's a frame. It tries to redefine your current criticism as hypocrisy instead of accountability. If you answer inside it, you're no longer talking about standards. You're defending your emotions from years ago. The frame just hijacked the conversation. Another example would be the official statement. Something happens, and an authority figure says, "He was a threat." That label does the real work. Later, video shows up and people think the video will settle it. But video doesn't kill frames automatically. People use the same footage to argue opposite meanings, because the fight is over interpretation, not pixels. That's why the first story is so powerful. It installs a verdict before evidence arrives. Let's go to the workplace. A leader says, "She has a bad attitude." Now every mistake is proof, every question is disrespect, and every success is dismissed as finally. The person is no longer being evaluated. The frame is being protected. So how do you respond? You don't debate inside their cage, you replace the cage. Step 1. Name the frame. That's a trap question. It's not about outrage, it's about standards. Step 2. Restate the real issue in one sentence. The question is whether the action was justified and lawful. Step 3. Add one decisive fact that forces attention back to reality. Not 10 facts, 1. Step 4. Repeat your frame calmly until it becomes the default. Here's the test. If your response sounds defensive, you're still trapped. Rewrite until it sounds like you're naming reality, not begging for permission to speak. Law 1 isn't about manipulating people. It's about protecting reality. Because if you don't control the frame, someone else will, and they'll use it to decide the verdict before you even get to the facts.